Hi sisters, James Charles here, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, it feels literally so good to be sitting here and filming in front of this camera right now. I know you guys have obviously been seeing videos from me all the time, but they were actually all pre-filmed because I've been traveling and just working on a lot of super awesome and secret things the past few days, which has been so exciting. You guys are literally not ready for the things that are about to come with the sisterhood, but regardless, in case you cannot hear, I am very sister sick right now. I just traveled to Vegas and Salt Lake City this past weekend with my good friend Lipstick Nick for her makeup tour, but I got very sick, which is so inconvenient and so rude and so homophobic, but I've been downing Mucinex nonstop and also been blowing my nose every 15 seconds. Thank you, Kleenex, hashtag not sponsored, but hopefully this will be gone soon, and if you already hated my voice, get ready for this video because this is about to be intense. Since I literally have not had makeup on in over a week now, knowing that blowing my nose would take off my nose contour in about 3 seconds flat, I really just want to sit down today, play with a little bit of makeup. I have a really pretty look in mind inspired by Mama Mitchell. I saw this on his Instagram page and I was like, wow, I need this on my face right now, so we're just gonna chill. I want to do a little bit of a sister Q&A as well because I haven't done one in a while. And for videos that I'm doing these more colorful creative looks, doing a juicy Q&A during them is literally the only way that I can guarantee it'll still get views and you guys will still watch. So, love being a marketing queen. Let's jump into the video. All right, guys, just jumping right in. This question's actually a really good one to start off with that I'm really gonna think about here, but this is from Sister Odron, and he said, if you couldn't be convicted of any one type of crime, what criminal charge would you want to be immune to? That is such a good question. If I could be immune to any criminal robbery. Oh my God, 100% hello. Rob the US National Bank right now, take all the money and run. And nobody ever knows, are you kidding? I'd finally be able to buy my sister house without having to worry about 3 lines of credit. 100%. That's actually such a crazy, cool question that I've never even thought about. I want you guys to all answer that in the comments down below too. Actually, maybe not, that could get bad real fast. Never mind, don't do that. I think I have a gray hair. You're kidding, what is this? I do! This is a joke. I have a gray hair at age 18. Oh my God, wait, Kelly, give me a zoom in. That's a gray hair. I quit. Oh my God, I'm scared. You guys, what the heck? That just ruined my day and my life, probably. Oh my God. Sister Nika asked, what's one thing wrong that you did in your makeup routine before you were a professional makeup artist that you would say to your younger self right now when you have all this knowledge? Oh my God, 100% will be stop using so much powder while baking your face. Clearly, you guys know Flashback Mary happened for a reason, and it's because I used to use literally so much baking powder, it's absolutely insane. Like I used to pack it on with a powder puff, not even a beauty blender, and it looked so bad. And not only did I look very textured, but it also created one of my biggest scandals of all time, which thank God I was able to turn into a meme and make it productive for me. But oh my God, it was really embarrassing in the moment. I feel like a lot of people who watch beauty gurus for makeup education, including myself, this is literally how I learned how to do makeup in the first place, tend to follow exactly what a lot of us do and implement those steps into like their everyday makeup routines. Literally, once again, that's how I learned to do makeup in the first place. Obviously, you should support and watch whoever you want and whoever you find entertaining, duh. But when it comes to actually listening to the tips and advice and implementing different products and techniques into your routine, I would say that it's really important to find a guru or one or two who have very similar features and skin types to you, because people like Patrick Starr, for example, who use 1,000,000 pounds of pressed powder, may sit there and say, yes, bake your face, bake your face, bake your face. But for those people who have really dry skin, if you do that, you will look like the Sahara freaking desert. And then on the flip side, there's a lot of gurus out there, such as like Carly Bybel or Jaclyn Hill, who have more normal to dry skin, and they don't really set their face much at all, except for underneath their eyes. And for people who have oily skin, if you did that, your face would be melting off in about 30 seconds flat after walking outside with no pressed powder on. So it's really a matter of finding different people that you not only like and find entertaining to watch, but also are able to give you accurate techniques that are going to work for you. I would definitely say for me, I wish I took my skin type into consideration more when learning how to kind of set my face in place. We would have avoided Flashback Mary, but hey, at least we got a really iconic meme out of it. Mariah asked, how did you grow so fast in the beauty industry? What's your secret / method you use to get noticed / stay noticed? This is actually a really good question that I get asked all the time. I've kind of briefly touched on this in a few different videos, but you guys know I love giving business advice and it's like my favorite thing in the entire world. So I thought I would answer this one today. I think the reason that I did grow so fast success in the beauty industry is because of the looks that I started off doing. And I don't want to talk about me being creative because I literally feel like I talk about that in every video at this point. I think that originality is really what grew me to begin with and is what's kept me relevant up until this day. I'm definitely someone who can take pride in the fact that I do create a lot of really, really original concepts for my channel that have inspired a lot of other people and a lot of other creators as well. And I just work really hard to come up with new concepts all the time. I feel like the makeup industry has kind of hit a wall in the sense that we've literally all seen everything done like a million times now. Like every single eyeshadow palette that comes out, I feel like is looking exactly the same. Like every single week there's a new challenge coming out that feels like one of the other challenges that we've all seen. I feel like what set me apart from a lot of different influencers is that I was doing something different. And that's always the advice that I give to up and coming artists or people who want to build a social media page, is that you have to do something different. You have to do something that's going to set yourself apart from everybody else with a little bit of glam and a little bit of Facetune who's doing the same exact thing. Because as blunt as it sounds, nobody's ever going to make it with some brown smoky eyes and some nude lips. Like, it sounds harsh to say that, but at the end of the day, there's a million other people doing it. So the only people who are really succeeding and who are gaining quickly are the ones who are really setting themselves apart and establishing themselves as both an entertainer and an artist, if that makes sense. I also feel like too, if you go into the industry trying to grow and trying to gain followers, and that's your reasoning behind doing the makeup in the first place, you're never gonna make it because it's gonna be really, really obvious and apparent to the people that are gonna be following you. Whereas if you go into it really focusing on your art and, like I said, putting out new original content that nobody's seen before, the followers are gonna come no matter what, because it's gonna be something interesting that they're gonna wanna keep watching. So I feel like you really have to go into it with a different mindset than everybody else and kind of think like, what can I bring to this industry that doesn't already exist here? And it's gonna be those people who really think outside of the box and think strategically that are gonna make it to the top. Asher asks, where have you always wanted to go but never been able to? Oh, that's actually a really good question. There's actually a lot of places that I really want to travel to. South Africa was actually like my #1 place that I really wanted to go to, and that trip is now checked off the bucket list, which was literally amazing and also not so amazing at the same time. You guys all know why. Australia is somewhere that I also am so excited to go to. Oh my God. Literally 1 week from today, I'll be in Australia on tour, and I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life. I am so pumped. I've heard it is such a beautiful place. Australian boys are all so beautiful, so I'm just very, very excited. And if you are a sister down under and you want to come see me, don't forget to check out jamescharlesaustralia.com for all your tour information and tickets. I think the Sisters VIP packages have already completely sold out for both shows, which is so lit, so thank you guys for all the support, but there are still VIPs and general admission tickets available. This siren is being so rude. I'm just trying to promote my tour. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, yes, Australia is definitely one that's on my bucket list. That'll be checked off very, very soon, so I'm so excited for that. I want to go to Italy for sure. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to the UK. I want to go to New Zealand. I want to go to South America. I really want to go to Peru. I want to go to Canada. I've never been to Canada before, even though it's literally right up there. Hey, my Canadian sisters up north. I would really love to go to Japan eventually. That sounds so much fun. Hello. I just want to travel and just see all my sisters all around the world. Sister Priscilla asked, who is the kindest celebrity you've ever met? Wow, can't wait to answer this one because I know it won't get me into a scandal, but I'd probably actually have to say Kim Kardashian, hands down. She's been absolutely incredible every single time that I've met her. She definitely is a little bit of a controversial public figure, but she doesn't let that get to her, and she's just really, really funny. She's unapologetically herself, and she's a really, really smart businesswoman, and she's just really, really nice all on top of that, and has always been nothing but absolutely amazing, and I would really love to work with her one day, so I definitely love Sister Kim, hands down. Easy answer for that one. All right, guys, I'm currently baking in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. Sorry, I literally cannot talk while doing them. I need to focus so hardcore to make sure that my brows end up being sisters and not like distant cousins twice removed, because it happens. Let's be real. So I'll be right back in a few minutes to start off the eyes. So starting off my eyes today, like I said, I'm doing a look inspired by Mama Mitchell, one of my all-time favorite artists, and he is a UK artist, and UK artists use a lot of very different techniques than us American and US artists, and their eyeshadow always looks way bomber than ours, so I definitely want to try a lot of the different techniques today. So I'm gonna start off with the P. Louise eyeshadow base. This is a kind of similar texture as like the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just going to pat this on using a flat concealer brush. And then for my eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using the P. Louise eyeshadow palette. Apparently, instead of really blending this in, you're supposed to kind of tap it into place. And what really is scaring and worrying me about this is that none of the UK artists ever set their base. They go right in with the shadows right on top and kind of blend it even though it's still wet. So I wanna try to do that today. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, but clearly they're doing something right. They're putting something in the water over there that's always making the shadow look bomb. So you know what? We're gonna take risks. So unless I throw my brush on the ground like I just did, I'm gonna grab my Morphe M511 brush. I love this brush. It is a really, really big fluffy brush, and dip into the shade P. Louise right here in the palette, and I'm gonna use this yellow shade as a transition shade in the outer portion of the crease. This eyeshadow look is going to be pretty complicated, so I don't really want to explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to go back to answering your guys' questions during the process. And Sister Bobby asked, have you ever unfollowed one of your fan accounts and why? And the answer to that is actually yes. I have one very specific incident in mind, and this was a very, very hard choice for me to make, but I did have a obvious reason for doing so, and that being that this person was being very, very mean to a lot of my other fan accounts. And we actually had an incident in the sisterhood a few days ago regarding a very similar thing actually. But after all the crap that I've been hit with from BS of stan Twitter and people online just hating me for no reason and just being so nasty, the absolute last thing that I want you sisters to be is mean to anybody. Even if somebody is being the worst person in the world, they're being rude to you, they're being mean to somebody else, please, I ask you guys, don't address it, don't say anything. Just be the bigger person and either be nice about it or just don't say anything at all. If anything, you guys know I'm definitely a firm believer in allowing people to grow and change from their mistakes. And although the love from you guys is always really, really intense and amazing, the hate from the haters is also very, very intense. And you guys know that for sure. So if a hater is coming into the sisterhood already having a bad feeling about us and feeling that we may be really, really dramatic or really, really scandalous or all have bad like kind of mindsets and we all think the same way, prove them wrong. Let's just all be so amazing and so nice to one another that all the haters come in and are like, oh, oops, these people are actually really, really dope, and James is awesome and all of his fans are really, really awesome as well. So like I was saying, I haven't followed a fan account before. I'm not happy about it. It pained me a lot to do so, but at the end of the day, this person was being very, very nasty to a lot of my other fans who I also love and care deeply about, and that is never okay. So be nice. Share the love no matter what, even if somebody's not sharing the love back, because I guarantee it'll come back around to both you in the positive light and them in the negative light. Karma's a bitch. Sister Zoe asked, if you could bring one thing from your house in New York and bring it to your apartment in LA, what would it be and why? Literally, the answer to this is so easy. My dog, Benny. Oh my God. I miss him so much. It is literally insane. And for some reason too, I feel like there has been a very, very strange influx of dogs in my apartment building recently. It's really just making me so sad and miss him so much. And you guys know, like, I've been trying to buy a house really badly and it's not exactly working out. But the first thing that I do when I get a house, before I even like buy furniture, is literally getting a dog. I cannot wait to adopt one. Oh my God. I am so beyond excited. I need a dog right now in my life. I really want to get like a husky pit bull mix. Like that just sounds the best in the entire world. It's been on my agenda, trust me. Sister Sam asked, if you had to launch your own makeup line, what would be the first product that you would come out with? Oh, that is literally so easy. Definitely 100% an eyeshadow palette. You guys know eyeshadow is by far my favorite part of my makeup routine. It's where I really feel like I can be super, super creative and always switch things up and always push the boundaries. I just live for a good, colorful moment. And I definitely have a few really, really, really bomb ideas for palettes that have never been done before either. So you guys will have to stay tuned and see what happens. I'm gonna take this metallic light blue shade from the 35B. You guys know this is my all-time favorite palette from Morphe with all the rainbow shades. Use code James for 10% off this palette and all other amazing Morphe goodies. And I'm gonna try to pack this on the lid, maybe, and this might give us a similar look. I'm scared. Sister Katie asked, what is your current favorite clothing brand? Ooh, that's actually a really, really good question. And if you had asked me this literally like 6 months ago, my answer would have been literally like Forever 21 and Top Man, which is the most boring, generic white boy answers ever. But my answers have now drastically changed, and I'm actually really happy about it because you guys know I definitely said in the beginning of this year that I want to take fashion way more seriously and really get into it and just be really proud of the outfits that I wear, because a lot of times my face is looking real beat, but I'd wear the same hoodie in every single picture ever, which I'm sure got really, really boring for you guys really, really fast. So right now I'm really loving a lot of the different trends that are going on involving like modern streetwear. That's like my all-time favorite style of fashion. I just feel like it's so, so, so cute. For me too, I really love that style because it's really fun to experiment with it. And it's like a very, very kind of more masculine streetwear type of outfit. And then just a beat-ass face right on top. I said F gender stereotypes. It's very, very androgynous, and it's just really, really cool to like play on that, and I just have really, really been loving it. So recently I've really been loving the brand Gia, the label. They are, I think, an Australian brand, and their products are so dope. I'm actually wearing a shirt from them right now. This is like a really, really cute jacket. I love Laura's Boutique. Use code JACE for 10% off. That is actually my best friend's brand, but they do have a lot of really, really cute stuff that I've been wearing a lot recently. There's another brand that I've been wearing a lot recently called Medical. They are a German brand, and I actually just found out that there's literally one girl who runs the entire thing, and the clothes are so cute. She makes everything from scratch. If you guys want to go check it out, I will leave her stuff down below. She is so talented. Actually, maybe don't check her out because then she won't have time to make all my clothes, but she's really good. She definitely deserves the support. I've also been working with a lot of different designers out here in LA to get custom pieces made, such as, oh, wow. Brian Hearns, the guy who made all my Coachella looks and literally slayed them, is working on so many cool things for me right now, and I am just so, so, so excited. My bank account is not, because getting custom fashion is ridiculously expensive, but I'm definitely a firm believer in paying people for their work, especially when it's custom and really cool stuff like that, and it's just been really fun for me. I really like the world of fashion. It's always something that I've been very, very interested in, but I've never been very good at, so I'm definitely really excited to be working on it a lot more and just be having really cool outfits that I'm really confident in and feel really proud of, because honestly, not gonna lie, it's something that I've struggled with a lot. So it's been a fun challenge for me, and I'm definitely looking forward to it a lot. Sister Ray asked, does it annoy you that so many people on YouTube use sister all the time now? This is something that I get asked all the time, and I don't think I've ever actually addressed it on camera, but no matter what way you really look at it, no, I don't mind it at all. In fact, I actually really, really love it. Obviously, it started off as like a personal joke between me and my close friends, but when it came time to pick a name for my fandom, because I literally hate the word fan more than anything in the entire world, sisters made sense because it was already what I called my best friends, and I like to think of you guys as far more than fans and kind of like a close family that we all have together. So it made sense, and if people want to call their fans sisters too, that's super cute. It just means we're all one big happy YouTube family. I think it's super, super fun. And then also, if you look at it from the other side as well, it's literally free promotion, which I'm definitely never gonna stray from. At this point, we've kind of reinvented the word sisters. I'm gonna say it. We reinvented the word sisters, and it's kind of become like a meme at this point, which I am so down for. Now, a lot of my being on social media has literally been like turning myself into a meme and then profiting off of the hate. So that's definitely what I like to do. And sisters has kind of become one of those memes at this point, and now I'm known for being hi sisters, and I live for it. So everybody should say sisters all they want. I do want to add a little bit more of a pop, just like how Mitchell did on his original look, with some sister glitters. So I'm gonna mix together a few different ones. This is just a white translucent one. This one is like a bluey green reflex teal type of one. Then I'm gonna add in a few of these little holographic star glitters as well, right on top of the lid. For lashes today, I'm going to use the new Bounce Dragon Lee lashes. These are definitely much bolder and bigger than what I usually would wear for Lily Lash Miami, but I feel like these will definitely match the look really, really well today, and these remind me of the style that all the UK artists use. I have not been more proud and more excited for an eyeshadow look in a very, very long time, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other one off camera quickly, and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of the look and answer a few more juicy sister questions. Whew! All right, sisters, we are back. That took me a hot minute to mirror this eye over to this one, but I think we got him pretty close. I am literally in love with this look, and I'm so excited to finish it. I want to take selfies right now, so let's go ahead and move on and finish up. Next up is obviously going to be the glow, but before we do that, I think I want to answer one last question from you guys, so let's go ahead and see. This one is from Sister Johan, and he said, tell us the story of you getting caught tickling your pickle. Oh my god. Do I want to tell the story right now? Disclaimer before starting the story to my younger audience out there, especially parents if you're watching with your children. Hi mom and dad, by the way. That's awesome that you guys watch with your kids. Hello, you rock. Best parents ever. This story is not exactly the most PG. You guys know I have a very, very family-friendly channel. I will do my best to kind of mute out certain words and tell the story in the best way possible. It does, however, have a very, very important message behind it, so choose at your own will. I'm telling you right now, this may be inappropriate, but you already saw most of the makeup look. If you want to click off because you don't want to hear this, I don't blame you, but let's jump into the story. If you've been a long-time subscriber of mine and you watch a lot of my videos, I've alluded to the fact a few times here and there that I may or may not have been caught when I was younger doing my business. And if you've also been a long-time subscriber, you would know that I've never actually told my coming out story because I said that there was legal problems with it and I didn't know if I could really tell it without getting in trouble. And what people don't know is that those two stories are actually the same story. When I was younger, I think in around 6th grade, I was 12 years old at the time, I was hormonal. I had just gone through puberty, and just like every other boy, I was going through that stage of life. Clearly at this point in my own head, I had figured out that, okay, I was not exactly interested in the sisters and was definitely down for the brothers. So here we go. You guys know that I've definitely always been very, very active on social media. And at this time period, I was active on Tumblr. At the time, there were a lot of really, really famous bloggers that I loved and looked up to. And one website that all these famous bloggers would always go on to meet their fans was called Omegle, which is an online chat room. I remember going on Omegle literally all the time and sitting there for hours, clicking through different strangers, trying to find different famous bloggers that I really, really loved and wanted to meet and just wanted to talk to for a few short seconds. And ironically enough, I don't think I ever once met anybody who I was looking for because there was always thousands and thousands and thousands of people online. But when you're scrolling through strangers' video cameras on an anonymous live video cam website, I'm sure you can imagine what I started to come across as a hormonal 12-year-old. Thinking about this is making me want to die. I quickly realized that although a lot of people on Tumblr were using the site to meet their fans and meet new friends, that a lot of people were using Omegle for different purposes. And through realizing this, I also started using Omegle for different purposes, if you get what I'm putting on the table here. Oh my God. So, me and Sister Ian are 3 years apart, and the way the school system was divided is we had elementary school, middle school, and high school. So during middle school, when I was in 6th grade, when this was all going on, he was still in elementary school, meaning every single day I would have an extra guaranteed 1 hour from when I got off the bus at home to when he would get off the bus at home, since he was coming from a different school. Once I kind of figured out the schedule and how to really finesse the whole situation, the visits to Omegle became more and more frequent until they were literally a daily occurrence, which thinking about it now is literally so repulsive, but at the time, I'm not even gonna lie, I was definitely like addicted to it. It was a fun challenge for me, which is so like psychotic to think about, but I was 12, I was very, very hormonal, I was going through puberty, and that's why I'm telling this story now, because obviously it's a very, very serious and scary thing that I don't want any of you guys to go through, so listen up. Also as well, very, very important thing to know, I was a minor at the time. I was obviously 12 years old, but I never once ever got naked on camera, and to this day I have still never sent a dickety pickety. That's for personal reasons, but every single time it would always be a guy who was above age doing his business, and then when he would ask me to take my clothes off, I'd always be like, oh, my camera's broken, I don't know what's going on, it won't turn on, what the heck, this is so weird, this has never happened before. So I could avoid obviously taking my clothes off, which I did not want to do and did not want to blind anybody with, and also of course breaking the law. So although this is a horrible idea, I did not break any laws, which is great, obviously, but once again, still, please do not do this, literally ever. Anyways, like I was saying, this became very, very routine. I was doing this all the time, and I was getting very, very good at it until one night that will go down in history forever. Setting the scene, it was probably about 9-10 p.m. on a school night one night. Ian was already asleep because he was much younger than I was, and my mom was already asleep as well because she always goes to bed very, very early for some reason. So the only people awake in the house were myself and my dad. And my dad always would chill in his living room watching football or watching the news super, super late at night every single night. And his living room was right below my bedroom in our house. I remember very, very vividly, I was writing an essay for a history class that I absolutely hated. And in the middle of it, I took a break to do my business. So I went onto Omegle.com, started searching through people, eventually found someone, and there we go. Things got started, and all of a sudden, in the middle of doing my business, tickling the pickle, my door slams open, and there's my father in the doorway, looking very concerned, and there is me standing right in front of my computer, which is in the same line of view as my door, butt naked, with the screen lit up right in front of me, and all he said was, you need to turn that off and go to bed right now. So I said, got it, sir, good night, love you the most, and I ran my little naked butt into my bed and shut my eyes and cried myself to sleep. The next morning I woke up, went downstairs for breakfast, took a shower, and nothing happened. Nothing was different. My dad did not look at me different. My mom did not know what was going on as of yet, and I was so confused, and also obviously like literally having a panic attack the entire day, freaking out, wondering what was gonna go on. Did he see anything? Clearly he saw something of mine, but did he see anything on the computer screen? So I was freaking out all day long, said nothing. Go to school all day long, all 7 periods, nothing, no text, nada. Obviously, I know that something is going to go down and they're going to say something, but I didn't know when, I didn't know what they were going to do, and I I just didn't know. And at the time, I was so freaked out and I was so nervous that when I got home from school that day, I didn't even go upstairs. I literally sat downstairs and I think I was like drawing a picture or something. You guys know I used to draw all the time. It was one of my favorite hobbies. That was one of the only things that I could do before I really had makeup to kind of escape and to just really focus on my creativity and let the outside world go away, because at that moment, I just wanted to disappear into a hole and never come out. Lo and behold, when both of my parents get home, they say, Sister James, well, I was just James at the time, but James, we need to talk. Please come with us upstairs. And instantly, as soon as I walked upstairs to them and sat down on my bed and started talking, I realized, oh my God, this entire time I've been so nervous that I have not touched my computer since last night when I jumped from my computer chair 70 feet across my bedroom, straight into my bed, butt naked, meaning I did not clear my internet history. So sitting there talking to them the entire time, I was already freaking out, but now I'm really freaking out because I'm realizing, oh my God, if my dad did not see anything, now he's really gonna see something. So of course, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, we would love to check your internet history. My heart literally sunk faster than the Titanic, and that walk from my bed over to the computer, turning it on, typing in my password, going to Google Chrome, opening the internet history, and it being right there, right at the top, was probably the hardest 10 seconds of my entire life. I could literally see the disappointment in my parents' face, and they clicked on Omegle, and there it was, the full-on website. And what made it even worse, that I literally forgot about once again, on the front page, you could put an interest of the different topics that you'd want to talk about. So, for example, soccer, football, Webkins, Club Penguin at the time, or the names of 12 and 13-year-old bloggers that I was trying to find. But no, instead, right there on the front page was about a 10-word list consisting of gay, bi, men, boys. And whoop, there it was. The closet door was flung open and out ran me. Unintentionally. I remember I instantly started bawling, as any child would, because I was obviously embarrassed that they caught me doing this, but also now because I was out of the closet, and in this current moment, I was not exactly ready to fly myself out like that. But thinking about it now, I'm actually kind of thankful that this did happen, as crazy as that sounds, because the conversation after was probably one of the coolest conversations I've ever had with my parents in my entire life. I love them the most. We've always been very, very close, but this conversation meant a lot to me, because instead of freaking out about me being gay, and my dad is very, very Catholic as well, so that was something that I was super, super scared about, the conversation was very obviously more tailored towards, please don't do this. This is so dangerous. There are predators out there. Like, you are putting yourself at such a major risk, and we don't want to see you either get in trouble or get hurt. And I'm so thankful for that, because from that day on, I never once did it again. And I've always been so careful about that. And I've always been a very, very huge advocate for myself and my friends about online pornography and chat rooms like that. But that moment of my life is probably one of the scariest things that I've ever had to deal with. It was so horrifying. It was embarrassing. It was sad. It was just a lot of emotions going on at one time. And I'm so thankful that my parents handled it in the way that they did. But yeah, that's how I got caught doing my business on a chat room with the camera off, thank God. And that is also how I came out of the closet to my parents. I literally cannot believe I just said this all in a video. I have never told this story publicly ever once in my entire life, but I think that this does have a very important message behind it. Obviously, it was very, very embarrassing at the time, and thank God me and my family can laugh about it now, several years later. Dad, I love you the most. Sorry you had to see that, but I think this story does have a very, very, very important message behind it of internet safety. Parents and kids, if you guys are still watching this through all of it, congratulations, love you the most. Please be careful as to what you do online. Please do not send risky pictures to anybody via text, via Snapchat, via any app that is currently popular right now. It is so incredibly dangerous. You never know what they're doing with that picture. They could screenshot it, they could screen record, they could take a picture even with their phone, so it's on the deal, and you would never, ever, ever know until it comes back 10 years later as blackmail. It is just so dangerous and so stupid. You never know who's watching, you never know who's recording, you never know what people's true intentions are. There are some really, really, really crappy people out there, and please learn from my mistakes. It's dangerous, and it's very, very embarrassing if you get caught. So don't do that, and story time complete. Whew. And last but finally not least, after filming this for 4 hours, it has been a long time since I've been this obsessed with the makeup look on my face, so I definitely need to set it and lock it in place for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna grab the Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray and give myself a heavy spritz all over to make sure I am locked in and ready to go. You guys know this is my all-time favorite setting spray, and you can use code James for money off your purchase. I think it's like 25%, which is pretty lit, so go check it out. All right, sisters, that is definitely enough questions for today, and I think that is the finished look as well. Oh my God, I absolutely love how this turned out. I feel so beautiful. I love the contrast between the bright blue and the kind of burnt orange reddy shades. The glitter, I don't ever wear glitter. I don't ever wear big lashes. This just feels really, really dope. It's something that I haven't done in a while, and I love this. Thank you once again to Mama Mitchell for inspiring me today. I love this makeup look, and I cannot wait to take selfies right now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look and this Q&A today, and you learned a little bit more about me. I mean, I think you definitely did. Probably a little bit too much, but you know what? You guys know I definitely like to keep you very, very close, and now you know my biggest secret and my most embarrassing moment ever, so you're welcome. You better give this video a big thumbs up, because just give the video a thumbs up, please. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles, and my Snapchat for more behind the scenes type stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. This video's sister shout out goes to Sister Kaylee. Thank you so much for always following and supporting. You know I love you so, so, so much. And if you'd like to be the next video's sister shout out, don't forget to always retweet video links when they go live on Twitter. Also, sister shout out goes to my dad for everything that he went through that night. Love you, Skip. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.